Out of the entire animal kingdom, there's a certain type of creature that is most fascinating. They have different types of fur, some are venomous beasts, and some are the most cuddly and lovable things you've ever met, yet they're all masters of disguise. I'm talking about humans, of course. The spirit of animals is within all of us, and in the urban jungle, it's that very spirit that gives us the freedom to run wild, follow our passions, and fly. Thank you so much everyone for tuning in to my NYX Face Awards 2017 Animal Kingdom themed video. So without further ado, let's get started. To start off the look, I'm applying the Pro Foundation Mixer all over my face as a primer, and then I'm going in with the Special Effects paint in white and in green so that I have a nice, clean, and well-blended foundation for my look. The Pro Foundation Mixer is a great primer because the Special Effects paint is a bit waxy and thick, so it just helps it blend out a little bit better. After that, I set it with translucent powder, and then I go all over with the green Primal colors as well, and just set that a little bit extra. As the name suggests, a good foundation is the basis to any strong look, so make sure it's adhered to your face nice. If your foundation is still sticky, the rest of your look will slide right off your face, so make sure you're super well powdered. So next I'm moving on to the eyes. I start out with the Epic Ink Liner and the Gel Eyeliner to draw out a super nice heavy cat eye on the top, and then I go in with the Milk Jumbo Pencil to draw in a fake eye, the whites of my eyes underneath, and then I just powder that with a shining iridescent pigment powder that's quite translucent still though, and then I go in with the ink liner and just draw in more of a bottom eye as well. This is going to be our main super crazy giant animal eye face look. After that I go in with some shadows, pink in the middle and then some greens and browns towards the outer corners to give it some depth and make it look more quote-unquote realistic. As you can see, I even set my eyeliner with a black eyeshadow before going in and drawing in a nice little cut crease on the top. I'm using the Milk Jumbo Pencil, obviously, to start a nice little crease, and then I go in with shadows, an iridescent pigment first, and some glitter to make it cute and a little bit sparkly, and then some green and brown shadows to give more depth to the eye. So at this point now, I'm really starting to carve out a brand new eye shape for myself. I'm using dark green and brown and yellow shadows to create a little bit more depth, and then I'm going in with like a gold iridescent pigment to bring out the highlight. If you like doing character looks like this, I highly recommend studying the bone structure of the face so that you know where to put the contours and highlights to really get the most effect to look super different. At this point, we can finally start doing some fun things, which are details. I crisped up my eyeliner a little bit, and then I went in with the Vivid Brights liners to create some fun little folds on top of my eye. And now I'm going in with a green shadow to give myself a cute little animal nose. I love how their noses are like kind of blushed and colorful at the tip. It just is so precious to me. Alright, so here's the super fun part. Speaking of details, I'm going to start drawing in some other eyes onto my face. So I start with the white liquid liner, which is really wonderful and super opaque. I just draw out the little base shape for that and then powder it with an iridescent powder, and then I go in and begin drawing the eye. I really take my drawing skills to the max with this one, so I'm using eyeshadow, a lighter blue on the bottom and a darker blue on top to create some depth, and then I go in with the Epic Ink Liner and some gray eyeshadow to create even more shading and crisp up the lines. I use the Vivid Brights liner to create the limbo ring, and then I'm using the white eyeliner to add some highlights to it. Next, I'm bringing the eyeshadows that I used on my same eye to just make sure that everything matches nice, and then I gave this a little bit of eyeshadow detail and cute liner as well. After all, when you live out in the wild, you should always sleep with at least one eye open. Now I'm going in with a dark purple lip suede, which is super creamy and nice for drawing in different lip shapes. I'm drawing it in a darker color and really overdrawing my lips to give them a different shape as well. And then blocking out my bottom one with a Special Effects paint, and then applying like a silvery glitter to the bottom, then pressing in an iridescent pigment onto the top lip to really set that color. I like to set most of my lipsticks with an iridescent pigment nowadays. I think it really just ensures that they're nice and dry and non-smudging throughout the day. Then I'm adding a little bit more green detail just to make them look a little bit bigger and more defined, especially in that Cupid's bow area to add the animalistic effect. I also go into the corners a little bit with the Epic Ink Liner Thickness Powder. Now is my super favorite part, like actual details. So I'm finally going in with the white liner again, which is one of my favorite tools, as I said before. And I'm adding a bit more texture to the skin. A lot of animals have like camouflage type things going on, so I'm just adding a bunch of different sized random dots and highlights to the eyes and high points in my face a little bit to give it some texture, and then adding just details and crispness and stuff where I see fit. I'm also adding a little line down the middle of my mouth to make it look super cute and a little bit more animalistic. I think a lot of like lizards and deers and stuff have this type of mouth. Alright, so now I'm adding just a little bit more like eyeshadow to my fake eyeballs, and then sticking on some fake lashes, just using a latex-free eyelash glue. And then I found this this glitter that kind of looks like broken mirrors or broken concrete, and then I thought that would tie into the urban aspect of my urban jungle spirit a little bit better. So now I'm going in with body paint, as I did on my face, using a sponge, applying the special effects paint all over in white and green. Although this time I didn't really care about having it blend as much. I wanted it to have sort of like a jungle rugged feel to it, so I did some stippling effects. And then I went in with body paint to write out some fun graffiti. Living in New York, you see graffiti everywhere, and it's so inspiring, especially with like a very different type of backdrop. So I really wanted to mix like the jungle wildness with the urban expression of graffiti. And yes, if you were wondering, it was super hard to do this on myself in the mirror, and I haven't really done graffiti before, so it was quite the fun experience to try out on myself. Adding a little bit more texture with the white, and then of course cover myself in glitter. More details now, just gluing on some fake flowers using liquid latex and some rhinestones, and then adding a little bit more detail to graffiti, writing like no days off and work and dollar signs and stuff like that. Just so you know, I recorded this video after a 3-week-long stint of working with no days off, and that's kind of like really indicative of the New York lifestyle. People here really work super hard, and that kind of animal spirit like drives me to like follow my career and work so non-stop and tirelessly. And so when I heard that the theme was Animal Kingdom, I really thought, wow, what is the strangest type of animal I can think of? And it's definitely humans. Definitely humans. Alright, so let's move on to this wig. Taking it slightly, twisting it, and pinning it up with bobby pins, and then leaving some hanging down. I twisted some around these antlers as well. So I did a couple last little details by adding a couple eyelashes, but now I think I'm all done. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and here's my final look. The animal spirit of the urban jungle. If you like what I do, please feel free to head to faceawards.com and vote for me if you catch it. And thank you so much, everyone who's already voted for me. This contest is really exciting and really helping me push my limits as an artist and do things out of what I would normally do. So I appreciate any type of creative input. This has been super fun to work on, and I can't wait to see how far I can go in it. Thank you so much, everyone, and if you care to follow me, check out my Instagram and Facebook page. My username is Dollfille, so I'll link everything below. Thank you so much for watching.